Hey guys, welcome back. It's Friday, Feed Your Friday, Food Friday. We are on episode 12, and we're gonna talk a little bit today about the best diet. But wait, this one's the best diet. But wait, this one is still the best diet. All of us have gone through that loop of thinking, of reading, of seeing your latest Instagram post of whatever celeb you're watching that says, this is the best plan, buy it from me. It's almost nauseating how many options are out there and how many things we find that are your next best fix or cure. And for most of us, it is fat loss. However, we do have plenty of us that are looking for lean muscle mass, and we're looking for the thing that provides us the most outcome for the least amount of effort. So it's easy to get lost in a lot of those choices. And we get into that yo-yo dieting, crash dieting. So over the next week or so, we're gonna talk about some of those things that you guys have sent in some questions about. As always, you've got a comment box down below here, this video. Please leave your comments, send your questions. Things about carb cycling or calorie cycling, carb loading, super compensation diets, intermittent fasting, ketogenic diets. All of those are important strategies that I wanna talk about. But we also want to put them into more of a realistic setting, because a lot of us, I just have a normal life. I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to work, I'm going to take care of your kids, and I'm going to hopefully speak to a few friends throughout the day and come back home. And when we look at a lot of those diets, you know, if we kind of look at where they originated from, a lot of times it may have been a medical need, or a majority of them are coming from an elite level of athlete, or maybe a physique model or competitor, where they are living their lives in a job, if you want to look at it that way, where they're looking for that extra 1% that's either going to get them that win or that look that they need to meet their job. So these diets a lot of times had a result at that level, and we've tried to import them into our normal mundane day-to-day setting. So a lot of times we end up finding that they don't work for us, and they're pretty abstract. So, you know, if you're tired of searching for that best diet, and I think a lot of us go through that same process of, well, let me get through the holidays and I'm gonna take on this next diet. I'll get to exactly where I want to be. I want to lose my 35 pounds or 30 pounds and be that human that I saw in the mirror when I was 20. You know, for a lot of us, it's like we send in our representative. So I'm gonna send in my representative and take on this really abstract way of eating for the next 3 months that has nothing to do with any other part of my life whatsoever. And at the end of it all, I've gotten my goal, and then I'll go back to my normal way of living. Now, just think about the logic or illogic of what I just said there, and you kind of see the success and more often than not failure when we dive down that rabbit hole of trying these other kind of alternate ways of getting a quick fix, if you want to think of it that way. Ultimately, your nutrition will always be best if it's sustainable. This works for my life where I am at, and it fits in with what I am doing day to day. That doesn't require us to send in this alternate person to exist in some weird way for X amount of time. And then we find that we reach goals. So I don't say that to be prohibitive of any of these other options out there. Again, intermittent fasting is certainly a popular one right now, ketogenic diet, but they all have a place and they are a tool in the toolbox. So they're a strategy that's useful for us. So hopefully we'll touch on some of those and try and keep it real for where we're at and what's usable. As always, your best diet, your best nutrition vantage point is one that gives you what you need, the nutrients you need, and sets you up for the right energy balance for your goals. Remember, it's always outcome based. We look at what we need, we write it down, we try it, we get through it, and then we assess, did this work, did this not work, and then we alter our course however that needs to be. So That's how I work here with any clients, is we look at what's working for you at your level. So hopefully I'll see you guys back here next week. Stop sending in that diet representative. We're coming up on January. We get an opportunity to start fresh for many of us to celebrate the new year. And definitely 2020 has been a really interesting one. So hopefully we'll set you right with some new information and some new tools for new goals. So keep it loud and proud until Monday.